Okay, so let's learn how to do the reverse crunch. So we're going to do this laying down on our backs on the floor. You want to start with your knees bent and your feet are starting on the flat on the floor. Okay, arms are down by your sides. Your hands should be about the height of your pockets, with your palms facing up towards the ceiling. Okay. From here, we're first going to start by activating our core. Okay, so if you think back to the TA hold that we've learned in the past, and if you don't know what I'm talking about with that, make sure you go back and watch our previous video that teaches you how to do a TA hold. But you're going to kind of think of that belly button, suck that belly button down towards the floor, make sure that core is nice and activated, holding nice and strong. That curve of your low back should kind of flatten against the floor, okay? And then from here, once you get that core activated, we're going to do a reverse crunch, which is the opposite of a normal kind of classic crunch. So a normal classic crunch, our head and shoulders are lifting up towards our knees, okay? Reverse crunch is the opposite. Our head and shoulders stay flat, and we're lifting our knees and our feet up towards our head, shoulders, and chest, okay? So it looks like this. You're here, core is activated. You're just going to lift the knees and the feet up towards your chest, and then lower them back down, okay? Big key as you're doing this, make sure your core stays engaged. So if your low back starts to arch really badly off the floor, that's likely because you're disengaging some of your core muscles and you're compensating, okay? Probably using more hip flexors than you are your core muscles to do this, okay? So keep that core nice and engaged as you lift, and then especially back on the way back down, okay? Sometimes people will disengage on the way back down. It's typically harder on that part where you're lowering your feet back down. But really be conscious on the way up and on the way down. Core nice and tight. Keep it activated as you lift. And lower, okay? Where you should feel this, you should feel it a little bit lower in your core muscles. So if you think of like your classic crunch, that's focused more on your upper half of your core muscle, so kind of belly button up. This should be the opposite. So kind of belly button or top of belly button down is where you should feel a little bit lower, kind of belt line area of your core muscles, okay? I like to start with 2 sets of 10 of these, but just start where you can. Maybe just do 1 set of 5 and then work your way up, okay? It's always quality over quantity, so just start where you can. Make sure you're not compensating. Make sure you're keeping all the core muscles activated as you're lifting and lowering, and then work your way up to 2 sets of 10, maybe go up to 2 sets of 15. But that is how you do the reverse crunch.